when it seems like everything was right. YouTube, what's going on? It's One Guy here. We have another Watch the Football Team video, and in today's video, we have a bunch of updates from Alex Smith, his uncertainty of will he be starting on Sunday, to DeShazer Everett going on IR, a bunch of updates. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified and upload a video about the NFL. In this case, our Watch the Football Team. Roll the intro, baby. We are Washington. Let's get it.
We Washington, we Washington, we Washington, we Washington, man, we Washington.
So to kick the updates off, we have an update to DeShazer Everett. We know he sustained an injury in the 49ers game last week, but we didn't know the severity of the injury. So it turns out that he actually had surgery this morning per Ben Standing, and now he will be going to IR. This sucks because DeShazer Everett was really feeling in well for Troy Apke after they benched Troy Apke. Him and Cameron Curl were really, becoming a good duo for the future, and he was getting his style, his chance. You know what I'm saying? DeShazer Everett been here. He was a special teams captain, and now he's finally getting his chance to be the starter free safety, and he was really filling in well. And this sucks because we were already thin at the free safety position, not more so because of bodies, but more so of the skill position as far as being able to play. Because remember, beginning of the year, we thought Troy Apke was going to be that guy that was going to actually be the good free safety and the starting free safety, but then it turned out that he was trash, and he really just couldn't get it done. He had a lot of speed, but he just couldn't cover, you know what I'm saying? And we turned to DeShazer Everett, and ever since we turned to DeShazer Everett, we didn't think we would have to look back. We know this is Landon Collins' best friend on the team. They work out together. And I don't want to make this video sad because, it's not the end of the world, but it's just like DeShazer Everett, he was really balling for us, man. He was flying everywhere. He made people scared to come across that middle. And now it's like, who do we have left to play free safety? Now, I know a lot of people don't want Troy Apke to play free safety, so a lot of us are going to turn to Jeremy Reeves to play free safety, or maybe even have to go and get someone off the waivers, or even therefore bring somebody up from the practice squad, do something. Because although we most likely thinking that we're going to have Jeremy Reeves to be the starter now, and we have to pick up somebody because just in case he gets hurt, now we're just left with Troy Apke, you know what I'm saying? So it's very unfortunate, man, because DeShazer Everett was really on the cusp of becoming the starting free safety possibly for the future. Now, it's not over, you know what I'm saying? All I seen was the report from a football team today, and it was by Ben Standing that it said that he got surgery on his chest, and he's on to IR, and as we know, IR minimum is 3 weeks this year. So if we make the playoffs, he'll come back during the wild card game, I'm assuming, because he'll be out this game. He'll be out most likely, of course, next game and the Philly game. So that's 3 games right there. And if we clinch this division and go to the playoffs, that's when he'll come back as the wild card round. I'm assuming. I'm not sure how severe the chest injury is or the surgery is. Maybe it'll be season ending. But, surgeries typically are season ending. But I didn't see anything about it. I read about it, and I didn't see anything about it. So when this video goes up, I'll probably put down in the comment section whether it's season alternate or season ending, rather. But I don't think it is, because if it was, we would have known. Now, DeShazer Everett, one thing I'll say about him is that since he stepped in for Troy Apke, this defense just got 10 times better. Honestly, yes, we want to give all the praise to the defensive line, but DeShazer Everett, when he came in, it's just like that back end got even more better, because even though sometimes the cornerbacks and DBs, well, they're all DBs, but Kendall Fuller, Jeremy Moreland, Ronald Darby and guys like that, they tend to give up stuff, across the middle, but then it will be quickly stopped because DeShazer Everett and Cameron Curl will come down flying on the ball, and I really believe that they were making a duo to be reckoned with. And it still could happen in the future, but now it's kind of messed up this year. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping Jeremy Reeves could come in and play well. I remember when DeShazer Everett went out earlier in the year, or a couple weeks ago actually, not even that long ago, when he went out with, I believe, the ankle injury. Jeremy Reeves filled in for him, and he played solid. You know what I'm saying? When he went down, I believe, was that the Pittsburgh game? I think it was the Pittsburgh game. I could be mistaken. I think it was either the Pittsburgh game or the game before that versus the Cowboys. I'm not sure, but I remember when Jeremy Reeves came in for him, and he played solid. You know what I'm saying? And then DeShazer Everett came back. He sat out a game, and then we had him back, and he played well versus, I believe that was the Pittsburgh game. So he had to get hurt, but that game before the Cowboys game. It had to be, I believe, the Bengals game. I'm not sure when DeShazer ever got hurt, but I know he got hurt, the ankle injury, and then Jeremy Reeves had to fill in for him, and he played solid. So hopefully Jeremy Reeves could come in and pick up the slack for DeShazer Everett, but it really does suck that it takes a blow to the secondary, because the secondary has been playing well. We remember we thought this was going to be the rough part of this team, and they actually, work together, and that's starting from the cornerbacks to the safeties. You know what I'm saying? So it sucks that DeShazer Everett has to go on IR, but hoping for the best and praying for DeShazer Everett that everything will work out fine and he'll be able to come back and play football at his very best. Now, moving on to the big question, Alex Smith. We know Alex Smith, he's dealing with a calf injury. He actually sustained the calf injury the Pittsburgh game, and he practiced on it all last week leading up to the 49ers game, and we thought everything was fine, but then it turns out that as soon as the game started, he was feeling a little uncomfortable. Now, he said he felt uncomfortable throughout the week, but he just thought it was something that was going to pass over, but unfortunately it wasn't. Now, the good thing about this injury, I guess no injury is really good, but the good thing for his injury is that it has nothing to do with the broken leg that he sustained 2 years ago, and that's a plus. Now, I think everyone is kind of overreacting with his injury. I think it's something that just needs rest. You know what I'm saying? When someone gets surgery, their bones tend to get weaker, so that just happens. So he just needs rest. It's more so rest than reps, and that's why Dwayne Haskins Jr. has been practicing all week, taking the reps at number one quarterback, because Alex Smith has more so not been injured, but more so just resting his leg because he needs it. Not only does he have the injury to his leg 2 years ago, which makes his bones weaker, but this guy's 36, 35 years old, so he needs rest, veterans days off. You can look at it like that if you want to, but obviously it's not that reason, but you can look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? Veteran day off, And I honestly believe that people are blowing this out of proportion, that Alex Smith is not going to start. I believe Alex Smith is going to be the starting quarterback come Sunday. Now, if he is, I very well could be wrong. And if Dwayne Haskins is the starting quarterback, we could be in some trouble, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? I'm praying for the best. I don't want people to think that I hate Dwayne Haskins. You guys know I was the biggest Dwayne Haskins fan this offseason. I was really pulling for the guy to be good. And I was saying he was going to win MVP. Obviously, I knew he wasn't going to win MVP. But that's just the, standard that I had from him. That's what I expected from him. Not expected, but that's what I wanted to see from him. I just wanted to see really growth, and we didn't see that. So now if we have to start him Sunday versus the Seattle Seahawks, who doesn't have a good defense, but have a guy named Jamal Adams who sacked Dwayne Haskins 1,000,000 times last year versus the Jets, that could really be bad. So we have some things to figure out, but I think this team is going to figure it out. I'm more so nervous about that safety position now than I am the quarterback position, because like I told you guys, I believe Alex Smith will start. Now, Jeremy Reeves, I don't know what to expect from him. Yes, I expect him to pick up the slack, and hopefully they can pick up the slack, but like I said, we don't know if he's going to be the starter. They could very well say, hey, Troy Apke's been actually doing well, and he, could be the starter. But I believe Jeremy Reeves said in his post-game conference that one time that he filled in for DeShazer Everett a couple weeks ago, he said, I'm just glad these guys gave me my shot and actually went with me instead of going out and signing someone else. You know what I'm saying? So that shows you that Ron Rivera and the staff have faith in Jeremy Reeves, but at the same time, you don't know if Troy Apke's going to be starting. I hope Troy Apke doesn't start, because Troy Apke is trash, man. I really had high hopes for him and Dwayne Haskins, but it turns out that I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully Alex Smith is good to go. Like I said, I believe he's going to go. Hopefully DeShazer Everett has a speedy recovery. And the last thing I want to talk about here before we get out of here is that the Washington football team actually picked up Lamar Miller. Lamar Miller was actually a good running back for the Dolphins and somewhat the Texans too, but he, memorized for him more with the Miami Dolphins. Lamar Miller used to be good. He's only 29 years old, which isn't old, but it's not young. So we have to, pick him up because obviously the injury to Antonio Gibson, and we don't know his status for the game next week versus the Carolina Panthers. Obviously, he's not going to play this week. I mean, I wish he could play this week, but I highly doubt he's going to play this week. So his status is going to be up in the air still for the Carolina Panthers game. So Antonio Gibson, he was at practice today, didn't practice, was off the side working with the trainers. Alex Smith was at practice today, he didn't practice, he was just sitting down, obviously getting his rest. And then Kevin Pierre-Louis didn't practice today, he was off to the side working with the trainers. So that was just a quick update for you guys. So quick prayers to DeShazer Everett, hopefully for a speedy recovery. And see you guys tomorrow for my preview video for the Washington football team versus Seattle Seahawks. Like, comment, subscribe, help to watch the football team. It's me, boy, One Gotti. I'm out. Peace.